You have,
Nope.
oh, it's, should I
Sorry.
push something? Oh,
No, I don't think so.
okay. So anyway, I will, my guides will pick someone in the room that they want to do a reading on. It'll be medical, emotional, physical, everything. And we don't really like you to ask us any question, tell me any information also. So that's important. I like to go in completely cold on the reading. And also I will get messages from the other side, also communicating in for you. And also my guides do like to help people give information to you about healing information. So that's a part that Kelley was explaining about me being a healer. So it's pretty much the same thing. We don't like any extra information. And then we do like confirmation. So if I do give you some information and you do know what I'm talking about, the guides are talking about, then you can say, yes, that's true. Or, something, maybe something new, because my guides go way back. So maybe something we're communicating to you happened maybe when you were like 5 or 6 years old or 8 years old, or something maybe you may not even know about yet or is happening. Thank you.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. So, are you guys ready to get started? Who's excited? I am.
I just want to point out also that there's 2 pages, so I'm going back and forth from pages if people are
Yes.
raising their hands. So I know Julie and Jacqueline Francis, if you could just lower your hands just for now, and then when we start bringing in through the information, if it resonates with you and you can take all that information, then you raise your hand again. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Kat. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Cheryl, for a beautiful meditation, which I adore Cheryl's meditations. And I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. And thank you everyone for coming this evening. It's very special to have you. I always feel that the exact right people are here tonight to receive a message. And of course, if you are new to Zoom, you realize that in the top right corner, there's a gallery or a speaker view. So if you do speaker view, you see whoever's talking, and gallery view, you can see all of us. But if you would please, I would like to begin today. I would like to begin this event by having everyone just coming together. Let's all opening our hearts up. If you don't mind closing your eyes, if you want to let them softly close or gaze at the floor. But really, we're always asking for everyone to come together and really the divine light for tonight. Tonight is about opening up our hearts and our minds to receive beautiful messages, beautiful healings that we allow in that are always for the highest good. And we ask that whomever is getting the reading tonight, we always are cheering them on as they would for us if it were us tonight getting the reading. So just allowing your beautiful hearts to open. You can imagine a wonderful green light in the center of your heart space. We use green for healing and for love. So if we can just take a beautiful breath in, breathing all the way down to the belly, and really receiving, we want to receive that beautiful love that we're going to be feeling tonight and experiencing. Breathing in and breathing out. And inviting your loved ones to step in, inviting them to be with us tonight. This is a beautiful, nurturing, comforting platform tonight. There's a beautiful group of people we're going to share with each other tonight. We're feeling the energy. I know that you're feeling it. It's tingling, where you can feel it rising. You can feel it lifting, feeling warmth in your heart. Maybe you have tingles on the tops of your head or the fingertips, realizing that the spirit world's here and that they'll continue to be with us always. So taking that wonderful breath in of gratitude for all that's going to occur tonight. We invite everyone in for celebration, our loved ones, guides, angels, breathing in and breathing out. Imagining that green light now going out into the world, healing wherever it's most needed in the world today, surrounding the planet with love, with nature, with compassion. Taking that breath in for yourself, breathing in and out and relaxing. And so it is. And when you're ready, you may gently let your eyes open And that was a beautiful prayer. And I appreciate that for everyone tonight. So thank you. And we'll begin this evening with Kelley Eckhardt.
Thank you, Cheryl. That was really beautiful.
Thank you.
And while you were doing that, Spirit was popping in. Can hear audio cuts out, Tanya says. Oh, okay. I didn't hear anything cutting out, Tanya. It might be on your end. It sounded perfect on this end. Okay. So I'm going to keep going here. Now, while I was doing that beautiful meditation with Cheryl, I was feeling spirit and I felt a man come in, and I'm not sure the relationship yet, but I do feel like there'd be a connection to the name Al or Alan or Ali. It's like just the name. I kept hearing Al. And I know that as I'm connecting with him, I also know that he was a bit awkward, this man, or he was a bit like eccentric, and awkward's not the right word. There was an eccentric side to him. And I feel like he kind of liked to do things on his own, but he did have some good friends and family. So I feel like he's trying to connect with somebody that's like family. So I don't know if they're family, but they're like family. So this could be like a really good friend of yours that would have passed. I know he's a bit, would have been eccentric. I also feel like his passing, he was sick, he had an illness. I want to say something to do with his stomach. I don't know if this is stomach cancer or something like that, but definitely he was sick and he was losing weight, a lot of weight towards the end. If anybody can understand, and Al doesn't have to be his name. It's just somebody connected to him with that name. It could be somebody in the living as well. So if anybody can understand a man in spirit, I do feel like he had some type of illness, perhaps cancer, but I feel like it's around the stomach area. I also feel like he was a bit eccentric. He did like to keep to himself, and he had a very small friend group that was more like family. Please let me know if anybody can understand this by raising your hand. So I've got Gwendolyn and Lisa Walters have their hands raised. Did they just raise their hands, or were they
Yes,
raised?
They
Okay.
just raise their hands, yes.
Okay, so the two of you, let me unmute you guys here, and let me see, work with each of you real quick here. So Gwendolyn, what did you understand all of this, or can you understand the Al name, or Ali, or Al?
It was ally, and
Okay.
everything else I understood.
Okay, and then what about you, Lisa? What did you understand of what I said?
Yeah, my boyfriend's name is Al, and my dad was eccentric. He was definitely, yeah.
Okay, so let me keep going and let's see which, if I can narrow this down between the two of you. Okay, because I didn't get a relationship. It was interesting. I didn't get a relationship with him. He just was like, he's one of those people that was hard to read. I feel like in life, he was kind of like very reserved. So can both of you understand this?
Yes.
Yeah, my dad was really outgoing, so that might have
so then thank you, Lisa. So I do think I'm with Gwendolyn.
Okay.
Thank you so much. All right, I'm just gonna mute you here. Thanks. So Gwendolyn, and would you understand this man? He was a loving person.
Yes.
You know, he just I think he was also quite sensitive. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, and
No.
oh,
Yes.
somebody else is unmuted. Who's that? Can you guys help me find who's unmuted?
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
Yes.
I don't see them.
I don't either. Yeah.
That's so weird. Okay. So Gwendolyn, and would you also understand with this man, you guys would have had a really good relationship, like you understood him.
Yes.
And you would have talked to him, like you would have been a good friend of his, I feel like, maybe even family. Would you understand this? Were you related to him, or just this is good friends?
Good friend, but we treated him as family.
Thank you, because I feel like that. It's like we're good friends, but I'm like family. Like this is like my family, because I don't think he had a close connection with his own family.
No.
You know, and I feel like he was disconnected from them somehow. And I also feel like, would you understand the stomach issues, or was this cancer?
Yes.
Was it cancer of the stomach or somewhere around the stomach, like pancreas?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I was young, so.
Okay. Well, I just feel like he has a lot of love for your family, because you guys were like family to him, and he's just coming through. because I feel like you guys were like, your whole family is like very loving, and they took him in like and made him feel loved that way. And I think he needed that in life. But I also feel like he's coming through with like a real big message for you, because I know it's been a long time since he passed, but he's over there with a lot of your family, isn't he?
Yes.
And he knew them.
Yes.
So he's like, they still take me, and we're a soul family. So he's letting you know like that he's with them all, and he loves them so much, and he loves you so much. And he's connecting with you in that way. Just letting you know like he's with your family. Now your dad's in spirit, yes?
Yes.
And was this a friend of your father's?
No, friend of my mother's.
Ah, but he knew your dad, right?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
they're having a good time together. So they're like hanging out. They're buddies over there, okay? Because I feel like, you know, they're all friends. They're all hanging out. And he also, I feel like, in many ways, loved your mom. Not like he was in love with her, but loved her like, you know, like a dear friend, like that. He was close to her in that way. Like he loved her so much, and he would have done anything for your mom and your family. Do you understand
Yes.
this? And did you
Yes.
call him uncle? Was he like an uncle to you?
Yes, we called him Uncle Ally.
Uncle Ally. I love that. Okay, thank you. Yeah, because I feel like that he loved that. And is there a story or something when you were younger about a bunny rabbit, or did he have a bunny rabbit, or is there some story about a bunny rabbit when you were a kid? I
Yeah,
feel like he keeps talking about that.
we had a bunny and we took it to go see him.
So
and we carried it to his house and showed him the bunny rabbit. He was so
oh,
excited.
that's awesome. Well, he just is reminding you of good memories, letting you know, like, I'm here, I love you, I'm around you, and I watch over you. And I know Gwendolyn a little bit because she's been to some of our events. I don't know her personally, but I know you're such a bright light. And I just feel like the spirits in the spirit world, like they love you and adore you. Your family loves to be around you, and they're so connected to you. And I just feel like they're all here to support you and love you today. Okay. So
Thank
I'm
you
just
so
going to
much.
give you that message, Gwendolyn, and thank you so much. I'm going to
Thank you
leave
so
you
much.
with that. All right. And Cheryl, did you want to go next?
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you. And
Thank you.
you know, just your energy, Kelley and Gwendolyn, receiving the reading today, it really lifted the energy of the room. It's like I felt it, you know.
Oh, thank you.
I loved it. Thank you. Okay, everybody. So here I go. And if it makes sense to you, or you can take most of the information, go ahead and raise your hand. All right. And then that brings you to the top of the screen. I hear mom, mom, mom coming through. All right. So I know I have someone's mother stepping through. I get a B initial, like B as in boy. So I felt Beatrice, or, you know, it's a BE name I felt. And I feel like she also has a brother. So I feel like I'm bringing through someone's mother who has a brother who's also passed. So if that makes sense to you, if you can raise your hand. Now, once again, the B doesn't have to be her name. It's like, I think I said Beatrice or Betty. It doesn't have to be her name. It could be someone else's name. I don't know why I felt just now a tightness in the jaw area. So I'm not sure exactly how she passes or why she's giving me this. But I do feel a little bit of problems here. Perhaps that it's around her illness is what I'll say. So I'm bringing through someone's mother. I do feel her and her brother are in spirit. There might be more siblings, but I do feel that she's here for a daughter. So I do want to say that I feel like I'm here for someone's daughter. I do feel this to be a mother because I kept hearing mom, mom, mom. So can someone understand that, please? And I'll just take a moment here. And if not, thank you. Hi, Stacy. May I go ahead and I'm going to ask you to unmute, please, Stacy. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm just not sure of the B name, but she did have a nickname that started with B.
Oh, very good.
Bad word, but
and I'm sorry, say that again.
I said it wasn't a bad word that started with B.
That's fine. A nickname, I understand. I accept that. You know, I felt her having a brother in spirit. Can you understand that, please, Stacy?
Yes, she does too.
And I'm also here feeling the stiffness in my jaw. I don't know why. Do you get this?
It used to click.
Yeah.
Strange, yeah.
Isn't that funny? You know how what spirit shows us, but you know, your mother is quite the delight is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, she is.
And I feel like she's tipping her hat to you. I'm like the life of the party, you know,
Yeah,
meaning that I think she liked being very social.
she did. Yep.
And your mother's very feminine and very tidy, you know.
Yes.
I like to tidy up and I like to put things in their place, and I like things to work. She wants everything around her to work, you know.
Yes.
You know, we don't want anything broken. I just want everything nice, new, and clean is what I'm feeling, you know, nice, new, and clean. And she likes her space. She's
Yes.
showing me, you want to get that, Stacy?
I do. Yep.
And you took care of her. Is this correct? You took care of
did.
her. Because
Yeah.
she wants to talk about you. She's like, we can always talk about me, but let's talk about my daughter.
Oh,
Please, are you one of three, please? Or there's one of three in the family?
I have 3 children.
You have 3 children. Very good. Let's say yes, that, because that's what I'm feeling is she wants me to start working with you now and saying what a good mom you are. And she puts, like, I don't know if this is her mannerism, but she's putting her hands together. What a good mom you are.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I feel like what she's saying is there was a recent birthday, please. Do you understand that?
A lot of them. Yeah.
And you know, what a treat, because you're such a good mom. You're such a good mom, and you always make, you know, special occasions.
Mm.
I want to say she keeps directing me to her brother now, that her brother's also looking down on you, is kind of, you know, watching over you in this way. So she and her brother have this really strong connection. Is that right?
They do. Yes.
And that you also knew your uncle,
I
right?
did. Yep.
And that he's the life of the party. Oh my God, I think her whole family's the life of the party.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I don't know which one's more, but he is very, and he's quite talented. He's telling me he's quite talented.
Yes.
So I feel like he's because I feel like I want to hear music with him. Can you understand that? And I also feel very tech with him. Like I'm very technical.
Yeah.
Like intelligent, like he figures things out. He can navigate too. Look, he's an all around kind of guy. And I know that he loves you. And look, so this uncle, I feel like your mom's here, right? Your mom's here, your uncle's here. They're talking about, look, I feel like this time in your life, and I know we're not all out there just yet getting out and about in the world, but what they're telling me is they want you to go out in the world more. You know, when we all can go out more safely, they want to get you out and about, because I feel like you're coming into a new energy. Do you understand that? Or your path is opening up for you. Your life is changing, but in a totally positive way.
Yeah. I understand that.
Okay. Are your kids grown up, please?
They are. Yes.
So it's kind of like you're going to be helping out, but in a different way is what I want to say.
Yes.
Your mom is here and she talks about you owning her jewelry, you owning her bracelet, you owning her things, right?
Yeah,
And she, of course, your mom's going to say, don't get them dirty, you know, keep them nice and clean, right? You know, like you have to have them in a nice place.
Yes.
And she talks about a wall frame that she's showing me now, this beautiful, I feel like there's either, look, I know there's a family photo on the wall, but I also feel like you have a certificate or, there's, I don't know who in the family, there's a certificate, a graduation.
Yeah. I was a first college graduate.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh my, look, she is so proud of that, you know, because she wouldn't have shown me that otherwise. These are the things that spirit brings through to let us know that, you know, that love is eternal and life goes on. And she's showing it to everybody. And I feel like, you know, she's showing it to everybody over there, you know, and I know there's lots more people over there, but I feel like even friends and family that we're all meeting, but she loves what you did to your hair. And she says it's changed since it's changed, right?
Went to her color.
It's changed.
Yeah.
And look, you used to do her hair. Is that right? Or something?
Yeah.
You know, that's where we are. She's like, you know, we're both women. We're both girls here. We can all talk. And she loved girl time. I think your mom likes girl time, right?
Yes.
She's a
girly girl.
Yeah. Girly girl. I love it. She's a treat.
Yeah.
She just wants to leave you with many blessings for today. Many blessings for today. I just want to tell you that what you do for others is not going unnoticed on the other side. Okay, is what I'm hearing. Because I feel like you've really, I don't know, you've opened some door in your life where you've really been helping charity or nonprofits. Can you understand that? You've really been helping the less fortunate.
Yes, I understand that.
And I'm getting chills. Maybe other people are getting chills listening to this, because in a big way, just applause from the spirit world, I want to say.
Oh, that's
I just want to leave you with Archangel Michael because I feel him around you. Okay. Can you connect with Archangel Michael?
Yes, and that's the uncle. And I just got chills when you said that. His name is Michael also. Yeah, he was a big force in our family. Archangel Michael, I mean. But
Yes. Oh, and Archangel Michael.
yes.
Look, this is a treat to have you with us today, and to have your mom, and to have your uncle, and Archangel Michael. So, love to you, and love to you. And look, they're right there with you. They just say they're just like a heartbeat away, is what they're saying. You know.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much, Cheryl.
You're very welcome, Stacy. Thank you so much for the reading.
Oh, no, thank you.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. Okay. So I am going to hand this off to Miss Kat Devine. So Kat, would you like to begin a reading?
Yes, I will. Hello, everybody. So I just want to start first by saying thank you for all that have joined us. So, and I also want to put out there that if you are not getting a direct reading, please take the information if it resonates with you, because your loved ones are still here with you. They can't all speak at once. But with that being said, I have a brother that's come and he just says, I'm the brother. And he's very funny. And he's, very comical. So I know that he has, it's almost like he was always that way. He was always the one playing jokes on the family. He was very outgoing, mischievous is what he would say. And I mean, he didn't even tell me his name and he's just like, I'm the brother. So does anybody resonate with his personality yet? As I continue, just please raise your hand. I also want to talk about a name, Craig. I feel like there's a Craig in the family. Would you understand that? I have Deborah put her hand up, but I don't think that she said the Craig. Denise has her hand raised. I wrote down Craig because he was very adamant that there's a Craig, whether it's a family or a friend, that with the name Craig. But so I have Lisa raise her hand. So can you take all this information, Lisa? Let me just see if I can unmute you. There you go. She's trying to unmute. There we go. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So this is your brother?
I think so. Craig is my brother, is my cousin, and he passed also, my brother's best friend. And my brother's also passed.
Let me just keep going to make sure that I am with you. He's very funny is what he says to me. He feels like he's like the jokester, and he would always do like funny faces, and he was always, he's not a serious guy. He's just not that type of person. He says he's like, life is way too short, and he's like, so I'm going to make the most of it. He's very fast. He's very smart, very, very, and always like thinking, what can I do? What can I do? Does that make sense to you?
It does, yes.
He's got so much energy. Like, you see how I'm speeding up? It's like, like he never slows down.
Right.
I can't even talk as fast as he's giving me the information. And he's a go-getter though. Like, he had a lot of ambition in life. I feel like he had big, big, big dreams. I also want to talk about him being a musician or having something to do with music or guitar. Does that make sense to you?
My cousin Craig played guitar, and they used to get together and all sing and whatever with all their friends, but yeah.
And just to remind me one more time, Craig is his friend, and his friend Craig is in spirit?
They both are. Craig was my cousin, my brother's cousin also, but best friend.
Okay, all right, thank you. So they kind of come in together. They're like two peas in a pod though, like they're inseparable. Would you understand that? It's like, I got it all at the same time. And they're so much alike. I mean, they're just so like it's almost like, I feel like they would just bulldoze when they came into the kitchen or something. It's like, you knew they were there. Like they were not soft or gentle about anything. They would just like, and they're showing me like, they would just go through all the cupboards in the kitchen and like try to pull out all the food. Like what is there to eat? What is there to eat? Does that make sense? Like, he's like, oh my God, slow down is what I say. And I literally am trying to catch my breath. So I do feel like the rest of the family kind of felt that. It was like, will you guys just chill out? Like, that's how I get it. Does that make sense to you?
It does, yes.
So he's also shown me something about a bike or a motorcycle or a dirt bike, something to that effect. I do feel like that was played part in some type of accident. Is that correct? An accident, because I keep seeing him falling on the motorcycle, or like he just gets back up, because I do feel like he was rough with it. Does that make sense? Like he's just like, he doesn't care like if he gets hurt. He's just like, let's just do it.
Yeah, I mean, he had a strong love for life, but he had a motorcycle, had many, but didn't pass through a motorcycle.
It wasn't the passing, but he was reckless in a way with the motorcycle is what I see.
He loved life. He had fun. He had fun.
Okay. And he's talking about you making something special for his passing. Like, I feel like you made something. Would you understand that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it keeps showing me like a box or something. Was it a box? Because I keep seeing a box. And it's like, so like all of his little knickknacks or little things. I just want to put all of his beautiful things in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He's so grateful, because I feel like you would do anything for him. Like, it was like, I don't care if he was doing something wrong, you would stick up for him because he's your brother. Like, no matter what. Like, if he was lying, you're still sticking up for your brother. That's what it is. He was just a reckless kind of fun guy in a good way, because he did live life. And he's saying that, you would have done anything for not only him, but the rest of the family. And he's giving gratitude because you've been there to pick them up. I feel like there was, it's been so difficult for the family, because I don't feel like it's been very long. Is that correct?
No, it's a year ago.
Yeah. And so, I feel like he's just sharing with me, like, you're the support system. You are the biggest support system. I'm so grateful for you. No one could have a sister like you. You're just amazing. And he would talk like that about you to his friends. So I feel like, he was like, my sister's the greatest sister in the whole world. I mean, he just, he's just touching me. I mean, just emotionally, I can just feel the love that he has for you. And he shows me, like, you guys would like sit at night and like chit chat, or like you had like these little special quiet time talks, and nobody knew what you guys would talk about. He's like, that was our secret, it was like our thing. And he said that, I couldn't do that with anybody else. And I'm so grateful for you. I love you so much. And he says that though to you all the time. He would be like, yep, that's my sister. I love her. Oh my goodness. And he's showing me something about his feet. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Sort of. He's showing me something like, whether it's maybe it's your feet, because I just feel like I want to touch your feet, or something about the feet or something for me. Would you understand that?
Yeah. So he started to have pain in his feet.
And you were massaging them or something? I mean, I just keep seeing the feet. It keeps showing me them, and I feel like they were very uncomfortable, almost like I need you to touch them.
I was always buying him different slippers or different things too. Constantly. And it got to the point where he wouldn't wear anything just because it was so painful. So, so shoes were a big, like, always, it broke my heart that he wouldn't wear them, but it just.
And for me, and what he's sharing with me is because it didn't feel good. I mean, his feet were very, in a lot of pain. They were swollen. He keeps showing me like they were swollen or so uncomfortable. And then he's saying, thank you though, because I know how much you did for me. You're just, it's almost like he just got really quiet, because there were times that's what he would do with you. There was no words needed, because you're my sister, and it's like, you can read his thoughts. Like, you guys would practice that? Is that what you would do? Like, he literally, like, what am I thinking right now?
We were so close, and he was 10 years older, and we were so always super, super close. So
I leave you his love. He's literally doing everything on his side, because I do feel like he's trying so hard to try to uplift the family. I do feel like, they're still going through that difficult period with him, crossing over. And he just says, I'm here. I'm always here with you. And he just showed me a red rose. Would you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he Says thank you so much for being the greatest sister. Oh my goodness. I just have so much energy from him. That's what I give you, is energy, because I thank you and I love him, and I thank you for allowing me to channel him for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mhm.
Okay, wow, that was amazing. I love his energy. Thank you.
So
So
much.
I'm gonna hand it over to Kimberly. Are you ready, Kimberly?
I'm talking to myself, sorry. That was really fun. Thanks, Kat. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, you sound great.
Okay, thanks, Cheryl. Thanks, Kat, for that beautiful connection to spirit and that beautiful reading. It reminded me of my connection to my little brother who crossed over, who I miss every day. So beautiful. So glad I got to be here to listen to that just gorgeous, so beautiful reading. So I see a lot of people. I just put in the chat if anybody was interested in having a health reading. And I am, usually I go through the room and look around, but I am looking to the chat, some people that are interested in doing a medical mediumship reading. And also I get messages sometimes from the other side also coming in with those readings. So as I'm looking into the chat with some of these messages, I keep getting some interesting messages from spirit. So, and I'm not going to say what they're saying, but they are giving me messages about everybody. And more people are coming in and saying they want a reading now. So it's now, and I'm losing track. So sometimes we go ahead and just pick somebody. So why don't I open up and look through the room too? There is a woman, because it's going so fast now, that I had picked, and now I lost her name. Because as I'm looking, my eyes blink at the same time with my guides picking. So I wanted to go back up because I did see somebody. I should have wrote it down. So if you hold on 1 second with me, I will find you. There was Amanda, and then I'm going to look in the room for a second. So I do my process a little different. So Amanda, and there was, so remember Amanda, if you could help me, Kelley. There's Amanda, we'll write Amanda down for me. And then there was Carlyn, is how you say your name? Karlyn, is saying yes to a health reading, because I am getting some messages for Carlyn. And then if I go back up, if we could go back up in the chat, I was getting Debbie. So let's open the room up a little bit. So I can see, let's go to Debbie. If I could see Debbie, would be great.
So I think you have to ask her to unmute her, which Debbie, what's the last name? And I'll unmute her.
Yeah, maybe I could see Debbie with me on the same screen. Is that possible to have it side by side?
Yes, I will get her right there. I just need to, is it Debbie W or Deborah? It's Debbie, right?
Oh yeah, it's Debbie. And when you write in that you want a reading, you don't have to tell me what you have, but that's okay. You just say, yes, I have a reading, but that's okay, because I can find out what's going on in your body, but that's cool. Yeah, it's Debbie W.
Okay. Are you unmuted, Debbie?
Yes.
Hi,
Oh,
Debbie.
great.
Hello. Thank you for picking me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. So we're going to pin you. So I see just you. Once you come on, we'll pin you.
I'm trying to pin her. I'm having a little issue here. I think we can only pin 4. So I'm going to move us off of the pins, and give me 1 second.
That's okay.
Remove pin, and I'll just have you and Debbie pinned. Okay. Cool. And then pin. Oh, it won't let me pin her because she's not a co-host. So, and I'm going to unpin you then, and I'm going to spotlight you too. Okay. I can spotlight you.
Okay, cool.
And then Debbie is spotlighted. Oh, add spotlight. There. Yay.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, so Debbie, I'm going to do a reading on your health, and then you can just kind of go along with it after, or say yes or no or whatever you're getting. But the guides are telling me, just take a deep breath, inhale and exhale for me. Thanks for being here. You put in the chat that you had chronic pain. I'm so sorry about that. That is not fun.
No.
And the first thing the spirits are telling me, because I have a lot of interesting guides I work with. I don't know if you've read a lot about me or not.
No.
Nothing. Yeah. I didn't do kind of an introduction about me. So I work with a lot of ascended masters like Jesus and Mary and scientific doctors and stuff. They all hang around. And they're quite picky when I do my medical mediumship. So they're already kind of going after different things in your body. And I hear them saying stuff to me. So, when I do a reading on people, just kind of take it all in, and then we can kind of talk about it in a second. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
cool. Yeah. So sometimes people are like, what? And some people are like, I get that. Yeah. So right away, they're kind of looking at you and they're saying, we're not liking some things that are going around your sinuses, up here around your eyes. They're going right at that right away. They're going, we don't like something happening around the upper part of her nasal area. Then they're going around the side of your jaw and your teeth. And they're also going around your thyroid area. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you at all.
Yes, I'm on thyroid medication. Yes.
Okay. If you sit up a little more and you just breathe and open your arms up.
Let me move my dog.
Okay.
Okay. I see.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm hearing thyroid, that goes off in my brain right away. We want to heal her thyroid. We want to help her thyroid. They want you to open your hands up like our class. We're in the angel room. We're in the angel group. We're in the angel group with the angel girls. So they want you just to kind of breathe and go, ah. Everybody here could do that. Just really feel at ease and breathe. And just breathe. Because they're also telling me you absolutely can be healed. This chronic inflammation that's going in your body doesn't need to be in your body anymore. Here's the next thing they're saying to me. It's also going down into the heart, the circulation in your heart. It goes to the next spot. And I don't know if that makes sense to you either, but it is drawing an inflammation from the thyroid going into the energy of your heart, which could be several things like cholesterol, blood pressure, because the energy I see, so I see colors, lucky me. So I see people with colors, and there's an image going around your heart in that area.
Okay.
Then the next energy I pick up is your, I don't know if you know chakras, but the next energy is thrown off to me is around your sacral chakra, which is your intestinal tract, your GI tract. They're saying, we don't like it, Kimberly. We need to change her diet, her GI tract. I didn't get a hit on your liver, but I did get a hit on your stomach and your intestinal tract.
Yeah.
Okay. The next hit I get is inflammation in your knee and in your edema in your legs. They're telling me something is going on with a chronic pain in some sort of area of the edema and the legs. They're saying they don't like something had happened in a leg, or you could say maybe a long time ago you may have hurt your knee. You could say yes or no to any of that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. What happened?
Well, my knee is bothering me for sure.
Yeah, the guides are not happy with that and they want to help you with that. The next thing they're trying to tell me is that there's something going on with the hearing, that something may have happened to the back of your head at some point when you were younger. You may have had something with a concussion or your head. They're saying something happened to the C2, C3, and C4 of the back of your neck. They're also telling me in the low back going down into the colon area. when I say colon and I say going to the bathroom, they're telling me and giving me chills about that also. And I know this is getting kind of personal here, but they are telling me they want to heal that also.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense or not, but there's something with,
Yeah, I have stomach issues, that's for sure.
yeah, going in the GI tract. They're also telling me something that I don't know if you've ever had uterine problems or uterus issues, but they're going on about that also.
That's
Something,
what I know of, but
saying something about a fibroid, or maybe you've had something in your cyst or something in that area, and also the low back area.
low back's the problem.
Yeah.
for sure.
Also, how is your bladder?
That could be better.
Also, I'm going to just say, as I'm going over you again, they keep going over and over again about your mouth care, the thyroid, the heart, and going in the intestinal tract. Those are the biggest hits I get. So that brings me back to the beginning of the story, which I would start. I feel like I'm in the sound of the music, bringing us back to the, the beginning of the story, which is, I would say, because I don't want to take up a 2-hour session right now because we're sharing the room.
Right.
You know, what kind of water are you drinking? It all comes down from, I don't want to hear you're drinking tap water or something out of plastic.
No.
Okay, are you drinking any plastic water? Because we want to make sure we're not doing anything like that. And
That would be probably yes, out of a plastic bottle. Stop
Yeah.
that.
so
Okay.
chronic inflammation and hormone is up my alley, and helping people move out of that third dimensional lifestyle. So that's probably why they wanted to pick you right now. Do you want to tell me, do you want to ask me any information that I just relayed to you to relay back to the guides?
Because I got this little thing in, which was definitely not my thought. Okay. I have a son in spirit, so I don't know who, but it was like, you are what you eat. And then it was like, you're dead animals. I was like, oh, seriously, but it was probably my kid.
I can't see you. We're still giving you some information.
I don't know where she went. I'm looking for her. I think she got disconnected.
Yeah, because her son came in just now and they're giving me information about her son.
She's off, like here, she's gonna have to come back in it. Maybe her phone died or her something died. Wow, interesting. So
Yeah, they're giving me information about her son now.
so somebody's asking in the comments where they should get their water, spring water in a glass bottle.
Yeah, glass bottled water.
Here she is.
Mountain Valley spring water.
She just came back in. Let me put her back in a spotlight with you. That was quick. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Let me just get her. Oh. Okay, Debbie, I'm moving you back in here. First unmute.
Remember I told you how that happens to me sometimes? They fly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so interesting. Now I got to make her spotlight.
They fly off like angels.
You did say that they fly.
Yeah.
Some of my sessions online, people fly off.
So add spotlight. There we go. We're back.
Okay, Debbie.
Hello.
Sorry. That's okay. It happens to people with me when I do readings. They fly off. It's just an angels flying people to being healed. So I want to just say, you mentioned your son and he crossed over, correct?
Yes.
He came in right when you said that. I got a message from him saying something about, and you could say if this is true or not, he's messaging me something about the age of 20.
Okay.
Why would he want to relay that number to you?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's because that's when he went in the Marines and his boys are going in the Marines. Probably that would be my guess.
He's also saying not only that, I don't want you to get too, upset. He's saying that at 20, he had an experience with the Holy Spirit, with God, and that the Holy Spirit came through him and did something to him, like saved him from something.
Wow.
He's saying to me that, Mom, then he's saying something about the energy of 7. And how long has he been gone?
4 years.
Yeah. So before the 4 years, that something happened to him 7 years prior to that. So a few years before he died, a couple of years before he died, something very big transitionally happened to him. He's with you right now. And he's helping you. He wants you to be completely healed. There's some things you could do to change your life. Probiotics and these other supplements and things are easy for me to give you. But understanding that whatever went on the 20 years prior when he went to, you're saying Marines, is that where he went?
Yes.
He had a transition with God. And then prior to a couple of years before he passed, and you don't have to tell us right now what happened, but there was something that did shift in his life a few years before he passed.
Really? I wonder if that had something to do with him taking his life.
Absolutely. They're telling me that. Absolutely. I'm getting chills about that.
Wow.
But love never dies.
He was Catholic, so I don't know about that type.
What do you mean about that?
No, I'm just saying he never shared an experience like that, although, he wouldn't have shared it if he did have it. He wasn't like that,
Well, being Catholic or being religious or, being I feel that whether you take your life or however we pass, we are always welcomed in the kingdom of the Lord of God.
Right. I don't worry about that. He was a really good guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what they're relaying to you is that he's just saying, I'm good, Mom.
Right.
How do you feel about it?
How
are you dealing with the passing and your self? Like, are you getting by?
Well, I think my chronic pain is like muscle related. It's like I clench kind of my lower back type thing. I've noticed I do it, and I hike up my shoulder too. The chiropractor told me my neck's messed up. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like I'm falling apart. I'm 63 years old.
Well, they're telling me, I know that's what you're saying, but they're telling me it is related also to the passing. Also, there's emotional pain caught up in the heart chakra.
Okay.
Does that make sense? You're moving around a lot. But
yes, that's because my dog's crying and my laundry's going. I'm trying to get quiet.
Okay. Do you want to say a quick prayer together and then
Sure.
we end the session? Okay, so if it's okay with Kelley, we could just say a quick clearing and prayer.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think we lost each other again.
We're good.
Okay, so you can always do a one-on-one session with me another time, and I could help you with some of the inflammation and the physical part. I have a lot of fun, great things that people can take to help boost their immune system, because I see that your immune system needs to have some boosting. I feel that you might be dehydrated also.
Okay.
There's some great probiotics you could take, and some silica gels and other things like that. But I do feel like maybe saying a quick prayer over your heart. connection? Are you also Catholic?
Nope.
Do you believe in any spiritual healings?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay. So let's just put your hand over your heart. And you want to say your son's name?
Rodney.
Okay. So let's say God, angels. We are blessing Rodney. Saying love, peace, light, and joy to Rodney.
Love, peace, light, and joy to Rodney.
We know that Rodney is completely loved and healed in the blessings of the heaven. We know that Rodney lives with God and the angels. Thank you, God. Bless you, God. Thank you, God. Bless you, God. Thank you, God. Bless you, God. We are grateful for you, God. Thank you, God. Bless you, God. Say, I am healed today.
I am healed today.
I'm releasing any negative energy out of my body.
I am releasing any negative energy out of my body.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
Bless you, God.
Bless you, God.
Grateful for you, God.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Bless you, God. I'm grateful for you, God. Thank you, God. Bless you, God. Thank you for you, God. Bless you, Rodney. Thank you for being here, Rodney. Thank you, God. Bless you, God. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for letting me do the reading with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bless you.
That was beautiful. I'm gonna put her back in take her from the spotlight, and I'm gonna move you from the spotlight to Kimberly. That was beautiful. You did amazing. I'm so warm and fuzzy all over. I feel so good. Thank you. I feel like I got a healing too.
I mostly feel light. I feel the light and Rodney around.
Yeah, that was beautiful. So I'm going to do a reading now. Are you done, or should we? All right, cool. I'm going to start now. So, God, I feel so good. I am going to switch my view back to gallery view here so I can see everybody. So I'm feeling a lot of people here, and I love this. So I'm just going to try to bring through the strongest person right now. And as I connect, I've got a lady coming through. I feel like she's a young lady. I want to say this is somebody's daughter. I know though that she's in her 20s, or in her 20s. I would say. Well, I'm gonna broaden that a little bit. I want to say she's somewhere between 16 and 25. She's a young adult, and as I connect with her, I know that she is quite outgoing. She would have had a lot of friends. She can be loud and fun and spunky, and she's sassy. And she also, sometimes acted like she knew everything, because she was a bit of an old soul, but she really didn't know everything, but she sure did act like that. And I feel like her mother would be here, and I feel like she would be very close with you, and you guys had a lot of fun together. There's a lot of laughter together, but she also knew how to push your buttons and really challenged you as a parent. And I also know that she would not be the only child in the family. So I know there were other children in the family. I do feel like she has another sister and possibly a brother. And if it's not another brother, it's like a best friend who's a guy. Okay. But it feels like they would have had like a brother-sister relationship. So
Lana,
somebody's somebody's unmuted. Let's see. That's so weird how we hear sounds, but I don't see anybody unmuted. So I don't know who that was. So I have one person who's raising their hand, and Carla also says, I think it's my daughter. So I am going to, Carla, raise your hand, Carla, if you can. I'm trying to find you on here. Okay. Let's see. Carla, I'm going to have you unmute, And I'm going to have you unmute Lana. It's Lana, right?
It's Lana.
Lana, I'm sorry. And
That's fine.
and Carla, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
So first, let me start with you, Lana. What you can understand a daughter, the feistiness, the fun personality, and the
all of
laughter.
it.
Okay, and then what about you, Carla?
Same, I do.
Everything. So I'm trying to find Carla on the screen. I need to pin her up here, but it won't let me pin her. So well, I'll spotlight whoever it is I'm working with when I get there. But so let me just keep going. And would you understand the sister and possibly brother, or like a best friend who's like a brother?
Yes.
Both of you?
Yes.
Okay. And as I connect with her, I do feel like her passing, this was very tragic. I do feel like she was hanging around or kind of not with the right people. Now, can both of you understand this?
Yes.
Okay. Who said yes? I'm sorry.
Lana.
Thank you. And Carla, is it Carla? Now I'm like, yeah, Carla, do you understand this?
It is similar, yes.
Oh, there you are. Okay, here, look at this. Okay, that's fine. I see you now. Okay, similar, yes. Okay, and would you understand with her passing, there was drugs related? Would either of you understand this? There was drugs related?
Yes.
Yes, and Carla?
I'm not sure. We didn't get the final cause of death.
Okay.
But there is suspicion.
Okay, so that's good enough. Okay, and I also feel like this is not something that happened a long time ago. This would be somewhat recent, in the last 3 to 5 years, maybe. I would say three years, somewhere between 1 and 3 years. Can either of you understand this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and oh my gosh, we're gonna have to narrow this down here. Okay, and I want to like do my eyebrows. So I just feel like she was really particular about her eyebrows. Can either of you understand this?
Yes.
And both of you understand this? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is funny because I'm seeing this, like my eyebrows have to be perfect. So this is going to be a piggyback. I'm going to ask them to pick one person, like tell me who I'm working with here. But I want you both to kind of listen in, because I feel like both your daughters are kind of popping in at the same time, and that happens, but I want to work with one at a time. Now, I know that as I'm connecting with this daughter for one of you, I know that she also would have been like a hard worker and had a job. I do feel like it was really important for her. She was really proud of working really hard. Can either of you understand this?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, give me something, Spirit. This is great, though. I love it because this is for both of you, obviously. And would you understand, both of you, I want to talk about her relationship with you, how it was so much different than it was with her father, because I feel like her father was absent or wasn't around. Can either of you understand this?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. We've got 2 girls coming through here. We got to narrow this down. Okay. And would you understand a name connected to her, like Angel? It might not be her name, but like she has a friend or somebody in the family. Angel, Angela, Angelica, something like that. Can either of you understand that name connected to your
I
daughter?
can.
No.
Who said that? Carla?
Lana.
You can understand this.
My niece's middle name is Angel.
Okay, and Carla, can you understand this?
No.
Okay, so I thank you. I'm gonna listen in, Carla. This is definitely a piggyback, clearly, so the message is gonna be for you as well, okay? I'm just gonna mute you and I'm gonna work with Lana. Oh my gosh, thank you. All right, and then I'm gonna spotlight you here so that we're both on the screen together. That way, there we go. I can see you and I don't have to look all over the screen. So I'm glad we narrowed this down. I'm like, give me something only one of you would have. You guys they have so much in common. You know, she's such a firecracker. That's what I want to call her. Like, she's just like, when it's time, like when she walks into a room, it's like time to have fun. And she was always like that, I feel like. She's like, I always had all this energy, and she didn't sleep a lot. Do you understand that?
Yeah. She's a light. She just lit up when she was around.
Yeah, I just feel like she was in a hurry as an infant to start walking and running around and chasing everybody. And she was like a bit of an old soul, but always like acted older and seemed older than she really was and thought she knew everything. And she's like,
Yeah.
but really, I didn't know anything. And my mom knew this, but she just let me think I knew everything. And she's so beautiful like you. Do you understand this? I feel
Yeah.
like she's beautiful. And, you know, in some ways, she wasn't arrogant in any way,
No, she wasn't.
but she knew she was beautiful. She
Yeah.
wasn't insecure, you know, she
Right.
was confident, and you taught her that. She keeps saying, my mom taught me that confidence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And I know that she was smart and she was proud of being smart, but she didn't always apply herself, she said. Sometimes she was lazy. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
She's like, I could have done anything in life I wanted. I could have, because that's who I was. She's like, if I wanted to do something, I was going to make it happen. But then
She would too.
yeah, and she's like, and I did, right, exactly. She's like, so if I didn't do something, it was more because I didn't want to do it, or I just wasn't interested. You know, it was like she just had to be interested. And so with school, she's like, I didn't always like school. You know,
Yeah.
she's like, I could have done way better. I did okay, but I could have done way better. You know, and she's like, but I loved my family, I loved my friends, and I loved life. But would you understand her passing being in her between 20 and 24, somewhere in there, or was she younger?
She was 24.
24, thank you. And somewhere between 20 and 24 is when she kind of got off track, is what she tells me. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Because up until age 20, she was Miss Motivator. And
Yep.
then I feel like her friend group changed. She got with the wrong people, is what I'm hearing. She's telling me. She kind of got off track, and it was hard to get back on track.
Yes, she did.
And she was also very sensitive. Do you understand that? Like, very empathic. She was outgoing and fun, but she picked up so much energy that it could be overwhelming for her. And I know that she would have had anxiety. And so I do think when she got off track, it was more she was trying to self-medicate for this anxiety and to help herself sleep. Do you understand this?
Yes, to a T.
Yeah, she was like thinking, I got this. I'm okay. I'm not going to be addicted. I got this under control. But she's like, it took over my life and my decision making. And I feel so bad. And she's like, I'm so sorry. And I want my mom to know how much I love her, because you kept trying to help her, she says. You would do anything for her, and were always there to support her and help her every time she fell back down. You were there to lift her back up, and she loves you for that. And you never made her feel, you know, like she was a bad kid. And she wasn't a bad kid, but you know, a lot of times parents get mad at their children and they cut them off. But you never did that. You were there for her. You supported her, you loved her, and you helped her whenever you could. And I know that she wanted to get better for you, and she tried to get better for you. Do you understand this?
Yes.
And I also feel like there's a young man that was in her life that wasn't so great. Do you understand this? Yes. She liked them wild boys, she says. She's like, I like to have fun, and I like those bad boys. I knew they were bad for me, but boy, were they fun. And my mom would warn me, and I wouldn't listen. And so I kind of feel like, you know, the two of them got into trouble together. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So she's like, you raised me right. You did everything right. I don't want you to think you did anything wrong. And she's like, I'm so, you know, I'm so much like, I love you so much. I'm so what is it? She's like, feels so lucky to have had you as her mom. Like, you were the perfect mom for her. She also loves her family so much. You know, she has a sister and a brother, or is the brother like a friend?
A sister and two brothers.
Two brothers. Because I also feel like they were all very close, even though there was differences in age.
They were.
Yeah, there was a closeness because you taught them that. And they were all there for her too. So she's sending love to all of them. And she's like, Mom, you did great with all of us. I just fell off track, but you did great with all of us. We're all good kids, and you did a good job. So don't blame yourself for anything. Okay? I also feel like she wants to thank you because you protected her a lot from the things about her own father. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You lied for him so that she would feel good and not be hurt. And she knows this now. She's like, I know what you did, Mom. I appreciate that, because she grew up thinking she was loved, and she was, but she grew up never feeling, you know, like he didn't hurt her because you didn't let him. You helped like make that change, that story. I don't know what you did, but she's like, you protected me, and I know what you did, and she's thanking you. Okay. And she's also over there, and she's not alone. So she wants you to know, I am over here with so much family. So I know, like, on your side of the family, is it your mother who's in spirit and your dad?
My
Or is
dad
this, okay.
and
And
my
then
grandma.
you have both your grandparents then on your
Yes.
dad's or your mom's side, actually. Probably
Yep.
both sides, but you were really close with your grandmother and grandfather on your mother's side, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So she's like, I'm with them all. And I feel like they had nicknames. You know how some people call them grandma, grandpa. Was it like Nana or something like that? And Papa? Or something short like that.
Grandma and Papa. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like she's like, I'm with them, you know, and she's saying that. I also feel like she wants you to know she comes to you every night to give you a kiss goodnight and tuck you in. She tries to visit you in your dreams. So I don't know if you're open to that or if you've been able to feel that. And I want to say, like, happy birthday. So whose birthday is it, or whose birthday just happened?
It was just hers on the
Ah,
1st.
and you celebrated it for her? And is
I
yours
did.
coming up next?
No.
Okay. So she's saying happy birthday to herself then, but you must have done a cake, right? Or something?
Yeah.
Because she's like, it's a birthday, happy birthday. Like, she's showing me cake and balloons and just like a celebration. So she
I
loves
did.
that you think of her and that you celebrate her, and she loves that. Okay. And she's with you all the time. Now, is that necklace you're wearing, was that something connected to her? Is that sentimental? Because she keeps pointing to your necklace.
It's her fingerprint and then her
Ah.
writings on the back.
Okay, so she's like saying that's about me. She keeps pointing to it. So she's acknowledging that. And you know those friendship bracelets? Do
Yeah.
you have one that was hers, or did you guys?
She made me one.
Yeah, so she's talking about that. Don't forget, because I feel like you feel her energy on that. You like to hold it sometimes.
Yeah, I
And-
did, and then it fell apart. So
But you have the
like,
string still, right?
I do.
Yeah, because she
I
says,
do.
she's like, I know it fell apart, but it's like you still feel my energy, because you're very intuitive, you're very empathic like your daughter, and you can still feel her around even though she's on the other side. It's like you still feel her like she's really here still sometimes. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, I love you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. Don't worry about the others. They're all beautiful kids and you've done a great job and they're going to be okay. I know they challenge you, but they're all going to be okay. She keeps saying. She's like, don't worry. You're not going to lose another child. I'm watching over them all, because you worry all the time, she says, and she wants you to stop worrying. She's like, don't worry, Mom, because it gives you wrinkles. She's like,
she
you
would
gotta
say that.
Yeah, she's like, you got to stop that. You look young. She's like, don't age yourself with worry. So she's teasing you. So she just wants you to know she's with you always. And who's the little dog that she's got with her? There's like a little Toto dog, like from the Wizard of Oz or something. You know, like one of those little dogs.
That's her dog Ginger from.
So is it the dog's past because she's with the dog?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So she's like, I'm with my dog. So she wants you to know that too. So I'm going to leave you with all that love for your daughter, Lana. Is Lana or Lana?
Thank you.
I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I'm terrible with names. I get nervous when I'm reading. I'm trying to focus on spirit and then read the names and I get all mixed up. But Lana, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to leave you with that, and thank you for coming up. All right. And I'm going to unspotlight you here. Thank you. And
that was beautiful.
And then I'm just going to lower the hand. And Cheryl, where are you? I'm going to spotlight you, Cheryl. And when you find somebody, let me know and I will bring them up on the spotlight, okay?
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. And, I have had a gentleman with me, and I do feel he's a younger man, and I feel like his passing was recent, or we'll just say in these last few years. I'm not going to focus on the passing at the moment, because he wants to tell me that you recently put rocks out in the garden in his name, or stones, crystals or gemstones. So if you guys can take this information, I do feel I'm with someone's. Hi, iPhone, Camille. I want to say that he also wants to talk about crystals and stones. It's not just rocks, but collecting rocks too. Like that's something you would have known. So if I have two people coming up, and let me just feel with this. And I also felt this to be a son. So if this makes sense, I do feel it's a son, and that might be both of you. But I want to say there's he takes me outside to the backyard or to the garden area where it's almost like a circular rock garden or circular, stones are in a circle is what I'm seeing. And I feel like there's a tree there and there's a plant and a place to sit. And I feel like there's candles and angels and the candles have melted and there's wax is what he's showing me. And that you sit with him there and he's taking my throat. I'm not sure how he passes yet, but my throat is a little bit being affected here. But if I may, let me just feel who I'm drawn to. May I just unmute iPhone Camille for a moment and let me just see Camille, if I may. Can I unmute you? Can you understand that information, please?
Yes, all of it.
Okay, very good. That's perfect. Thank you. Stay with me and let me just mute you. And then Julie, I'm going to ask you to unmute. And then Julie, can you understand this information? Let me see. I think I asked you to unmute. Hi.
Hi, I understand the information too, except it's not a bench that I have. So I'm not sure, but I do have a garden. I do have stones and I actually just bought a crystal for him yesterday.
Okay. Well, well, that's fine. I'm going to let him tell me who he's drawn to. Now, I don't know why I'm feeling, there's a birthday just coming up. It's a very important, I feel like it's a date of his passing is just coming up or it's just right around now. So can either one of you take that? And you can just raise your hand now just to let me know that. I'll look at your pictures. I'm also hearing the number 17, please. So it's either a birthday or a anniversary date that's just coming up or right around the corner. I'm also hearing the number 17. Once again, 17 can always mean January 7th, if we move it apart a little bit. But I think I'll just ask both of you to unmute for a moment because I might be working with both of you as Kelley was just a moment ago. So Camille, can you understand the 17 or the anniversary, the important date, please?
Just that my birthday is coming up.
Very good. Okay, let's take that for now. And then do you understand whatever I just said the second time? The anniversary and the date, the 17. Can you understand that please at all? Or January 17th, January 7th? Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. And then Julie, may I ask you, can you understand a birthday or anniversary coming up, please?
My mom's birthday is coming up and she's with me right now.
Oh, hi. And then can you understand
the anniversary, today's anniversary, his 8-month anniversary of his passing?
Thank you, is today. Okay, thank you very much. I feel so strongly. I feel like I want to keep both of you still for another moment, please. So, and then can you understand the 17 or the January 7th? I'm not sure why I'm getting that. It could be the month, a day of the month, a date. And if not, that's okay. Doesn't seem like it. That's okay. Let me just continue to work and bring through some more information because, oh, I know what I felt earlier. Let me just take a moment. I also do feel the month of June and July to be specific. So I know we're in July, but can I also ask you guys about the month of June to be significant? Can either of you take that, please? Julie? And then Camille, can you take the month of June, please? To be an important date. When I mention that, when I say that, it's like an important date or birthday, or does it mean something to you? Not at this time.
It was very specific for me.
Okay, Camille, I think I'm going to put you on mute, but would you please stay with me though? But I feel like I am drawn more to Julie. But I want to tell you, Julie, you mentioned not the bench, but I got to say there's something there that I'm sitting on. Is it a log or a chair? Like I'm sitting in that garden.
There's a planter next to our pool, and we did there's stones there, and I've done a planter with different succulents.
Thank you.
Kind of a heart shape, but it's not a really good shaped heart right now. I need to kind of work on it a little bit more. And there are melted candles in the garage right now that kind of melted. Wow. We just did a celebration of life on June 12th.
Okay, so let me just tell you that your son is here. And also I felt a J name. Can you understand that? Oh, your name's Julie, but I also hear a Jason or a James. I'm not sure where that applies, but can you understand that with anyone living or deceased? I'm just going to put that out there. I do feel a
Not
J
connecting.
through. Let's just stay with that. Camille can take that. I saw her little fingers handling with me. Camille, may I just ask you for a moment? Because it's very possible I am with both of you. So I don't know where I did Julie. Julie, Camille, I'm losing my train of thought here, Kelley. But Camille, you're with me still? I don't know if you can spotlight Camille too, Kelley, or?
I'm looking for her. I think she disappeared.
I still see her iPhone, Kelley.
Oh,
Camille.
it's iPhone. I was looking under C. Thank you. Okay, so iPhone. So I'll find her somewhere.
Because
There she is.
I feel so much fun coming through for everyone right now. So you can take that name, Jason, please, Camille.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Okay, very good. Let me just keep moving around here. And it's might very well true that they're both coming true. Look, someone meditated today asking him to come through. I know that someone has been sending him prayers. Have you both been doing that? That's very good. Fine. Because I do feel like I'm with both of you. I haven't felt so strongly before yet. I want to tell you, I'm asking him, and look, did someone just recently eat spaghetti or pasta, please? Is someone just eating recently spaghetti or pasta? That's what he's telling me.
I just talked to my daughter about pasta. She needs to eat gluten-free pasta just for this.
Okay. And also he's telling, and so stay with me, Camille. So he's also telling me you were with him at the time he passed. Do you understand that? Do you understand that, Camille? You're with him when he passes. And Julie?
I was not either.
Okay, let me back up then, because I've got to find out who I am, because I feel so blessed with both of you. So I just want to tell you, he's talking to me about his yard's pretty big backyard. And I do feel when I'm with this circle of stones, because that's where I really started this reading from, I was getting so much energy that it feels like you have put stones in other parts of the yard too. I just want to say, do you understand that there's other stones in the back of the yard? Can you understand that, Camille and Julie? Can you understand stones around the other back of the yard? And I also want to say there's stones with words on them. I want to have stones with words on them. With like hope or faith, or you know how we have stones with messages on them, with names on them.
Mine do not.
Okay.
No.
Camille.
No. They have meaning, but not on them. I have one that has flowers painted on it.
Okay, that's fine. Look, would you understand that this gentleman took his life, please? Can you understand that, please? This gentleman that I'm with, I feel like he's responsible for his passing. Can either one of you understand that, please?
Yes.
Camille, yes. And Julie, can you understand that, please?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he brought on his own seizure, but I don't think
he
that
passed from a seizure.
Yeah, I don't think that he didn't take his life.
Thank you very much, Julie. Camille, can you take that information then, please?
Yes, indirectly, yes. He was responsible.
Would you understand, and just stay with me, both of you, one more minute. Do you understand, because I know there's a message right after this, and I'm still with both of you, I know, but do you understand that there were drugs involved, please?
Yes.
And Julie, would you understand that with your son?
The hospital. Well, he wasn't taking drugs. He smoked, weed, but I don't think that he wasn't taking drugs, but he was on a lot of medication when he passed.
Okay, thank you very much. So I feel at this moment, I'm just going to start working with Camille, okay? So you would please just allow me to work with Camille, because I do want to tell you that...
Do you want me to unspotlight Julie?
Yeah, thank you. Just for the moment, I want to tell you that you did something in his honor, Camille. Can you understand that, please? You've done something in his honor?
A lot. I've done a lot.
And his bedroom is still here with us, please. You understand his bedroom is still here, and you're in there often, and you're in there all the time. And I don't know if you feel, I see iPhone Camille, but I'm like, and the phone rings, and it's like you still have him on your phone. Is that right? Or you still have his voice or his messages on your phone, please? Yeah. Now, yeah. So please understand that. And there's so much love and so much self-care. And I feel like I feel what he's telling me, also the month of May is significant, please. Can you understand May, please, being significant?
It's his brother Jonathan's birthday, and they were very close.
Okay. And there's also about, look, as we all know here, nothing is ever the same after someone passes, right? He's just like, things are not the same after his passing or after his crossing. He wants you to know it's his crossing. It's not he's passing. He's like, hey, I'm still here. It's just crossing over. And that he chats with you often. And I know that you write letters to him, and you've been looking through his, I think even today or yesterday, you were just recently looking through little cards or mementos. He must have a desk, or you have little desk drawers with his items in it. He talks to me about looking through desk drawers.
Yes, I was doing exactly that today.
I know he calls you mommy, you know, even though I know he's older, but, you know, he's not a child, but he's just saying, I just know that he would have adored you, you know, and you guys were very close. He wants you to take no responsibility in this whatsoever. I just want to say it has been a while is what he's talking about. You know what? He keeps taking me to his neck and I had the throat earlier. Can you understand this, please? And would this be pertaining to around his passing, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I had the neck and then I had the throat earlier, and when I was, maybe that is something he was trying to help me with. But look, he wants you to understand I'm all right. And it feels like he says, please don't think of me this way, or please don't remember that, the hard part about it. He's like, look, you were always there for me. You were always there for me. And he keeps talking to me about the number 2. I want to tell you, and I can't tell if it's 2 o'clock or 20 or the number 2. But I have to give that to you. Maybe it will mean something later. I've been seeing it in my mind in front of me. I just see the number 2 written down.
He passed on the 22nd.
Okay, he passes on the 22nd. Thank you very much. So I do feel that I am with you. I mean, I think everyone got chills off of that, right? I mean, we're all hearing this. Let me just feel with him. He's so loving. Your son is so loving. And he talks about a teddy bear and a stuffed animal. You can understand this? Yeah. I just feel like they're on his bed right now. And I feel like there's several, and they're just, and like when we hold so close, you know, we hold them so close. And I feel like his name, once again, has been carried on. There's something in his honor. You mentioned several things, but you're actually helping to donate or helping to also educate people is what I'm hearing. Like you're talking about this. Is this right? You're actually helping people or counseling or.
I wrote a book, it called in his memory. It's the name of the book is with his name is the first, it's called Aaron's Energy, and all of the proceeds are going to charity. So
thank you so much. And I felt a book earlier, but I wasn't sure where I was going to put that in. And you know, and it wasn't coming through that very strongly at the moment. But look, I want to tell you that, okay. I'm just going to leave you with this message that, you know, his life is not wasted, he says, and his energy is not gone. Like his energy is still very vibrant and his purpose is still on this earth. He wants you to know, because what you have done in his honor means so much to him. All right. I want to let you know that. So they are in heaven. Yes, that's what we want to, they are in heaven, but he's still very much part of this planet and part of this world. And he wants you to know that in some ways you're having much more of an effect. You're helping so many people. You've really taken his voice and amplified it. And I think with that, you know, in some way he's that humanitarian, but you are there too. So I just feel a second book coming. I do want to tell you, if we are to look a little bit into the future, I do feel there's more that you're going to be doing with this, okay, with this project and with your son. Would you just take with me, do you understand a tattoo, please, also in his name, or a tattoo is what I'm being shown?
I've been thinking a lot about getting one, but I wear something from him that I never take off.
Thank you. Is it a bracelet, please?
Yes.
Or something around your wrist?
Yes, it is.
And does it have writing on it or an inscription, please? And yes, thank you. And is it his name, please? Or is his name on there?
The first 2 letters, his name started with 2 A's, Aaron, and the first 2 A's are on the bracelet.
Beautiful, beautiful. He's like, he could not be any more proud to be your son. All right. And he's always going to be with you, he says. And just to tell you, he talks to you all the time. I know he does. And you hear him?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Please know that that little heartbeat in your heart is his heartbeat as well. Okay. You're still one. You're still one, he says. So thank you so much, Camille. I'm going to leave you with this beautiful, loving young man. Okay. And just thank you. And thank you, Julie. We know that Julie's loved ones were here as well, but Camille, just take all his love with you. All right. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kelley. I just want to say
that was beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to unspotlight her, remove from the spotlight, and I'm going to unspotlight you, Cheryl, if I can find out where to do that. Oh, remove from spotlight. And let me find Kat here, because I'm going to move you into the spotlight, Kat.
Here, you can find me.
There we go.
Hi
And
there.
when you get somebody, I'll spotlight them with you, okay?
Okay, perfect. So I have a gentleman stepping forward again. Seems that I love connecting to male figures or something, because it seems like I keep getting them. And I say that because he's very good looking. He has a really cute way of speaking. He has a cute way of his mannerisms. He's very interesting. He's very, eloquent is his word. He's very eloquent. And I feel like a father, but I also feel like a husband as well with him. So does that resonate with anyone yet? Because I just feel like he's so sweet and kind and honors like everyone. He would take the shirt off his back for you. I had written down a name, Oliver. Would that resonate with anybody? And if not, there is an Oliver here for somebody else in this group. But I feel like he's just such a beautiful man, and he's soft-spoken at times. So that's why, I mean, even much calmer from the last reading that I gave with Lisa's brother. So even my energy is much softer and calmer. So I feel like he was always like the peacemaker in the family. And he's showing me like he would read a lot. Would you understand that? I have one hand up, Denise. So he shows me that he was very educated. And if that still resonates, then we can add Denise to the screen. But I'm going to give a little bit more information, make sure I'm still connected there. He's showing me like leather-bound books. Would you understand that? He's wants to spend a lot of time in the office, he says. I feel like I spend almost too much of my life in the office. But he's showing me like a dark wooden office, whether it was in his home or somewhere else. But I feel like I want to stay in my office more than I want to be out in public. Would you understand that? So let's bring Denise up if we could. There we go. Hi, Denise. Can you take all of this information?
Yes, I can.
And also the name Oliver?
Yes.
Okay, so I have this is your husband?
No, I think it might be my father.
Your father, okay. So you would understand his calm demeanor, but very good looking. I feel like I was, want to spend more time in the office than with family. I feel like I'm really coming forward with an apology, but more than that, I want to honor you because I do feel like you did a lot in your life. I feel like I want to say like, I'm just amazed at all of the accomplishments you've made. Would you understand that? So I feel like it's interesting because I feel very excited with you because I don't feel like I was part of that with you. Would you understand?
Yeah.
Yes. And so he's saying to me that you were like his little girl. Like I always honored you, my little girl. And I feel like though I didn't give you enough care at times because that was your mom's job. Would you understand that?
Absolutely.
So more like she'd take care of the children and I'm going to go to work. So I feel like I was always in my office, which I said, but I also feel like it was almost like even when I didn't have work, I still chose to be in the office. Would you understand that? So, and he showed me a dog around him. Would you understand that? I want to be with a dog. I love dogs. Dogs are like my thing, he says. I'm going to just change my view for just one moment. Okay, thank you. It's interesting because I feel like I'm clearing my throat. So I do feel like he had something going on in his throat. Would you understand that? And I feel like I also would smoke cigars or something to that effect. I smoked when I shouldn't have been smoking.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes, okay, cigarettes, I'll take that. But I feel like that really had a big part in my passing as well. And I feel like, you know, everyone was trying to get me to stop. I feel like I was always trying to do the best that I could. But it was like my go-to stress reliever. Yep.
One of them.
Because he just showed me a glass is what he just showed me. So, but it wasn't water you shared. And I just feel like, and I also want to talk about like gambling or doing something that I shouldn't have been putting my money to. And I just was my mind was elsewhere, and I apologize. I feel like there was the biggest apology I could, if I could put it on billboard, that's what I would do. In fact, when I say billboard, I do feel like there was something there in a big giant billboard type of, he's showing me a big billboard. So would you understand why he's representing saying about the billboard?
He actually invented something that has something to do with billboards. So that's, you're incredibly spot on right now.
Because that's what I keep saying. He's like, hello. He's showing me that. But I just want to apologize. I mean, he's honoring you. He's honoring your mother. And he's saying that you didn't deserve what I put you through. In fact, it's almost like he just would rather, he's so ashamed is what he's sharing with me. He's so ashamed. And he really would rather be by himself because he doesn't know how to fix it. And he would do that. He would drink because I feel like I couldn't fix the family. Would you understand that? Because there was more issues going on there. It wasn't just with not being able to be present when he should have been, but there was a lot of difficulty in the family that I left your mother to have to handle. He wasn't a hugger. He doesn't want to hug. I mean, he's hugging now because I've been receiving them. So I do feel like there were times that he would show affection, but it was far and few between. And I feel like this is the time now to hug you, because the only time that I hugged you was like on your birthday or something, or like something special. Something was it had to be like something significant for me to hug you. Would you understand that?
Kind of. I mean, he was relatively effective.
Okay. Then I just feel like there was a hug just recently to you, like you felt something.
I felt like I needed one, and I deserved one.
But I feel like
sending one, that's good.
I feel like you just asked for something, just happened with, I feel like you felt it or you asked for something, because he keeps hugging me over and over right now. So whether you're feeling that right now with a chill, because I just keep getting it over and over. And I also want to talk about some watches or bracelets. Like I always feel like there's something on my right arm. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
And
a watch.
A watch, but I feel like it was significant. I feel like there was something special about it. I feel like it was either I shouldn't have had it. Do you understand that? I feel like there was something about this watch that he would rather. He shares with me it was very expensive, and I feel like I could have done something different with that money. And
there you go.
I feel like it wasn't something that I should have done. I shouldn't have bought. I was putting myself first again before the family. So the apologies are off the charts, is what I want to say, like off the charts. And I feel like you have a little brother, or younger brother or something. Is that right?
Older.
An older brother, because he's referring to him now. But it's interesting because he feels younger to me. So whether he acts or his mannerisms and his actions feels much younger than you. I feel like you are the one to take care of everything. Would you understand it that way?
Yeah, because he's not with me, so he's not with us. So yeah.
So he's still here. So he's here with spirit.
Yep.
Okay. So this would be when he was much younger that he crossed over. Yeah. Okay. That's why he's saying younger. He keeps saying younger to me.
Yeah, I was younger than him, but I'm older than him now.
Okay, because he keeps doing it. It's like he's like confusing at times. And so here we are talking about being confused. I feel like your brother was also confused. I feel like there was something going on with him as well, mentally at times. Would you understand that?
Absolutely.
And he's very, very like he's kind of like a determined kind of guy though. So when he had his mind set to something, you can't talk to him. There's nothing gonna get through to him.
True.
He's got this they're talking about books. Would you understand what the book reference is?
Yes.
And he's talking about this book, specific book, whether it was something you were reading, but he's talking about a book. So is there something in your care that they left behind for you, or you're writing something in this book? Because he keeps bringing up a leather book.
Well, my dad had quite an extensive library of books, and I just got upset with my mother because she was going to give a book away that my dad used to read to me. So that might be what he's talking. What you're talking about.
The book. He's talking about the book. He's talking about the book. So he's saying, let everything go. He goes, it's not worth it, is what he talks about. He goes, because I'm still here. He goes, they're both still here, but it's more than that. He's saying, you have to understand that all the wonderful things that I did do. So he showed me something about you going down a slide. Would you understand that when you were younger? He used to take you to the park, or he's taking you on a swing set. There's something near you. Do you live, when you're younger, you live near a park? Because he keeps talking about taking you somewhere where it was, a park, a children's park.
No, that doesn't I can't recall something like that when I was young.
He keeps showing me, like when you were younger, you were always much more active, and he would take you out places, and then he just kind of stopped. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
And so this is what he's trying to bring you back to, these memories. And he talks about a pond. Would you understand the pond? A pond or a small lake? Because I feel like I spent some time there with you.
No, no.
So if there's somebody else that's stepping forward, then let me just see. You have an uncle in spirit?
I have many uncles in spirit.
Okay. And do they live near a park?
Oh gosh, there's a possibility.
Okay.
One or two more of them may have.
Maybe that's what we're going with, because I do feel like there's many people over here, and I feel like
there's a bunch.
You're all trying to chime in, and I feel like they're rooting for you. So I do feel like there's something that just occurred for you, or something you just had something happen, or something's happening, because I feel like you're about on the cusp of something, because I feel like they're trying to tell you to keep going. Do you understand what I mean by that? I feel like you keep questioning something.
Well, I don't know. I always ask for help from, I'm always asking them for guidance and help to, I have a lot of responsibilities. So
Okay.
I look to them a lot to help me.
And that's what they're doing. They're the ones that are pushing you, because I do feel like this team, and they're like this team. They're like all together, and they're like saying, keep going. I feel like they're, again, like your brother, I feel like he's determined. When he's determined, he's got his mindset on something, that's what he's going to do. And I feel like he's the driving force of everything. Would you understand it that way? He was always quite matter of fact as well. So it's my way or the highway as well. That's kind of how they put it. I do feel like there was a lot of, difficulties again with the family issues. So I feel like he's apologizing. Would you understand that?
Yes.
I feel like there was a big separation between the two of you as well.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, not out of anger, just.
Nope. It was just like you guys, again, you were on your own path.
Kind of had drifted apart a little bit. Yeah.
I feel like he was doing his thing and you were doing your thing. And I feel like he's apologizing for not reaching out to you more often. Because I don't feel like you were very difficult. You were far apart. I feel like you were pretty close to be able to see each other. Would you understand that?
Yeah, actually, I feel the opposite. I feel like I've always felt bad that I wasn't reaching out to him more. So
He's taken responsibility fully for that, he said. I feel like I should have done more. And so with that, I say to you, I love you. But again, there's more than that, because I feel like there's something about Christmas, the holidays. I feel like that was a big time for you when you were younger. Would you understand that? And then I feel like, and that's when everything sort of started to fall apart. I feel like that you guys wouldn't get together as often anymore. And so for me, he's celebrating the holidays. Know that he's with you with those holidays. Know that I feel like you also think of him every time you put something on the tree. Would you understand that? And literally say like, this is for you.
I have his ornament.
Yeah, okay, that's what he's bringing up. So I just share the love is so incredible for you, and I'm so sorry again, because I do feel like there's some, sadness that still is lingering, of course, with their passing. But I want you to know that both of them are there for you, your whole family. Like, there's a big family over here, and I leave you their love. Thank you so much, Denise.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
That was gorgeous, Kat. Really great.
I'm gonna unspotlight you here. There we go. And I'm gonna unspotlight you too, Kat. There we go. And bringing Kimberly up. Hi.
Hi. So, been really beautiful being here tonight and listening to all the readings. And I don't think we have much more time left, right?
Yeah, we're at the end. So you're the big bang at the end. Woo, Kimberly.
I know. And there's a lot of people the guys want to read. I'm getting lots of messages with many people that I'm looking over and getting so much information from people. And wow, there's lots of things the guides want to talk about. So, we'll talk about that at the end. We have an announcement to make. But I'm going to go around the room right now and just have my guides like to pick out if somebody wants a reading, a medical medium reading, and crossover reading. There was a lady that I was seeing that the guides were looking at and saying somebody was getting information, but they had a near-death experience. I don't know if people know what those are. I've had two. I crossed over and came back, which was interesting. Let me find the person that I was drawn to. And if you don't feel like having the reading, we can just give it to another person. Oh God, I shouldn't have moved this around.
Do you want me to help you? You put two names in that you told me that you were drawn to.
Yeah.
So you had Shelley C. or Anne, right?
So Shelley C, I get, has somebody from the other side wanting to communicate with her.
Okay.
And then the other lady was who?
Anne. And whoops, there she goes.
And Anne.
Yes.
Did Anne just fly away?
Nope, I found her.
Okay.
So if you want, I can bring either of them or both of them up if you'd like.
Yeah, and then Anne, I get there's something going on in her body, and Shelley C. So okay, you could have both of them up. Let's read both.
Let me do this. Hold on.
Yeah. So let's.
Yeah, and then let me bring the other one up too. Shelley C.
So Anne, they're telling me is something going on in the body, and Shelley C. has someone that wants to speak to them from the other side. Does that make sense? Okay. So Shelley C. Okay, so we'll do one at a time. So Shelley C. They're telling me, hi, nice to meet you, Shelley. We can unmute you.
Okay.
Hi. Are you familiar with me at all, or is this the first time you met me?
This is the first time I've seen you, yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kimberly Meredith. I'm a medical intuitive healer. I've been doing this work since I was born, pretty much. I was born in medical, not a medical medium, but I get communication through my eyes, through the Holy Spirit. And when I see people, I hear messages, and I'm seeing a bright light around the halo of your head. and I'm getting blinking and messages saying there's someone that has crossed over. I don't know if it's recently, but they're telling me, did somebody pass over in the last 10 years?
Yes, yes. I have several.
What is it?
I have several family members that have passed in the last 10 years.
Okay. And they're telling me that there is something going on with you medically also.
Okay.
Is that true?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you know what they're telling me about that. So there's a particular family member from the other side that crossed over 10 years ago. When I say feminine, masculine, they're saying it's a feminine more, like, I don't know if it's like a grandma and also mother. Is that true?
My grandmother, yes, about 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And my mother about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, so the grandma is more around. And also your mom too, but the grandma's coming in really strong. Also the grandmother's putting in the sign of the cross. So I don't know if they were into God or religion or Jesus, but I don't know if you know more about me soon. I'm really into the Holy Spirit and I'm a really big Jesus girl. So, they're really coming in strong about that. Got the Virgin Mary and Jesus Christ around my neck. So they're also wanting me to tell you that they're coming in about something about she needs more self-care. They're telling me that you're not doing enough self-care. You might say you are, but they're telling me you're not. And they're telling me, it's like they're tattletelling on you. They're telling me something about your gut area, your intestinal tract. They're going into your body and saying, you may think you're doing okay, but they're telling me they're saying to me something about your gut health.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense to you at all.
No, not that I'm aware of, but yeah.
So if your stomach is okay, then that's great. But they are telling me that there's something about you needing to slow down.
Okay. We're right in the middle of a move, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and they're telling me something also happening in the last 7 months.
As far as
the whole rushing and moving and going on has been a little stressful for you, they're just saying to me.
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely. Yes. Yeah, we just moved a month ago.
Okay, and they're telling me that, is there anything you want to ask my guides? They like people that ask questions to us.
I can't think of anything right now. Before this, I could have thought of a million things, but right now I can't.
You're saying to me you're 100% healthy. There's nothing wrong with your body. You have no hormonal issues. You don't have any aches and pains, no joint issues. You're completely 100% rocking and rolling.
I have hormonal issues. I'm at that age, so yes, I have that.
Because, as the other girls have their mediumship abilities, one of my abilities is that I hear things. I'm clairaudient, a clairvoyant, and what they're telling me is hormone, stomach, inflammation, balancing the hormones, they're telling me is a big problem, an issue for you. Eating, there's some environmental pollution going on in your body. There's some vitamins, supplements that need to be switched in your body. There's communication to the ancestors that want to help you more. They're loving you. They're saying, this is a good thing that you moved, a good move for you. Sarah saying that's great. But
it is, right.
Yeah, they're happy about that. They're going, yes, yes, yes. But in fact, now that you've moved, and in fact, the place that you were living before, I feel did have some exposure to some toxic, maybe some bad stuff going on in the house.
Oh, okay. Not that we were aware of, but I don't know. I don't know.
Where was it?
It was in Virginia, in Chesapeake, Virginia.
Uh-huh. And where are you now?
We're in Georgia now.
Are you excited about the new place?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
And how do you deal with your hormone imbalance?
I'm trying to just get through it. I mean, without giving too much, information, I'm going off of estrogen, basically. So,
why don't you want to give too much information?
well, just with everybody.
Oh, you mean in the room right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can take a private session with me if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at the healingtrilogy.com. And why people use me is because I have helped thousands of people with very, very, very interesting types of diseases, hormonal issues. And, there's other ways to deal with hormonal issues without doing bioidentical hormones.
Right.
Yeah. Why I scan you and look through your body, they are pointing out knees and ankles and inflammation throughout your joints. And these things, are things that you don't need to have anymore. You can move past those things and not have to take certain types of gels and creams and things. Thank you for letting me do the reading on you.
Yes, thank you.
And also to understand that there are so many great things out here for us that we have. And in your new home also, I'm sure that you want to have the best filters and water for you, because water is the leading toxic chemical that causes hormonal imbalances in our bodies. We drink every day.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's really important that you make sure that you are safe. So your mom and your grandma want that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll put in the chat about a probiotic that I love, which is called Inner Echo Probiotic, that you could get at Whole Foods, and then the Mountain Valley Spring Water. And then my sister can put in the chat, there is also a filter out there called Rain Shower Filter. I don't sell any of these products. These are just products that I really know that are great for you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put her back in and take her off spotlight, and there we go.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that we are safe in this third dimensional process right now. We're going into the fifth dimension. Okay, so Anne, nice to meet you.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi. This has been a really great For Earth Angel event. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
So how can I help you? Because the guides were really giving me some messages about your health. Is that something that's going on right now for you?
Yes, I have a surgery next Wednesday.
Okay, so don't tell me where.
Okay.
But just take a couple. How I like people to connect to their angels is just by taking some deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. And I'm just going to kind of go over your body. And the guides were really drawing me to you and saying that you needed some help. And even if you're going to have surgery, that's totally up to you and fine. But it's nice for me just to do maybe an extra little healing on you, which would be cool. They're going over to your breast. Is that something that is happening?
No.
Okay. They're going to like the lung area and the breast area and saying something about your lung is kind of weak. So let's breathe in and out around.
Okay.
And then they're going down into the abdomen area is the next part. I don't know if that makes sense. either.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but let's sit up a little bit more because, or even stand, because they're not liking the lung area. Their lung is, they're saying, is weak. So let's take a couple breaths, Marco.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if this makes sense to you, but your esophagus
Oh, okay.
and your thyroid.
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit around the mouth area, your mouth. So I'm going to go to the main areas that they're clicking on.
okay.
Stay up straight still.
Stay up straight, straight.
Thank you. So mouth, a little bit, not so much thyroid, but mouth, lung, the left shoulder, over by the left shoulder. Could have been a long time when you had an injury there.
Okay.
A little bit on the lung. Then they go down to your intestinal tract, like sort of in the sort of pancreas, intestine, like tummy, intestine. And do you have a hernia?
No, not that I'm aware of.
What are you having surgery on?
Hysterectomy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was heading down to the uterus area. But you are affected in the intestinal tract.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess your stomach is really taking a toll. Do you have, why are they doing it? Is it because of a fibroid or?
Yes.
Uterus? Okay.
Yes.
And what is happening with, are you having anxiety right now? Is that why your heart is fluttering? Or?
Yes, I'm very nervous about the surgery.
Okay, yeah, because your blood pressure is just going like unbelievable. Also, did you ever have, well, because of the fibroid, is it because, do you have thyroid issue?
They checked my thyroid, so not that I'm aware of, no.
Because it is blinking and I am getting an off hormone issue around, lots of people have undiagnosed thyroid problem that have fibroid. How long have you been having issues with your hormones?
About 2 years.
Okay. And how big is it?
I have several. Some that they couldn't detect, but quite large. I have an enlarged uterus.
Okay. I just had someone in the office about a day ago that has been seeing me. She takes dong quai, she takes sweet potatoes. She's been doing lots of things and they've been shrinking.
Yeah.
But sometimes we can't do anything about it. I've had them taken out surgically also, which was a few years before I became a full-blown healer. Now I don't get them back anymore at all. Because a lot of it is from fossil fuel. It's from drinking plastic. A lot of people think hormones are not connected to fossil fuel. They think it's just food and cortisol from stress, but it does come from plastic. They love it. They love growing off plastic fossil fuel and estrogen, of course.
Right.
Which is fossil fuel. So are you drinking anything that has to do with plastic or out of plastic or any?
No, I've been to a couple of your classes. So we put, we filter our water in a Brita container and I put it in glass. So
Is the Brita plastic?
But the Brita's plastic. Yes.
Yeah.
Now that you say it, yes.
Yeah, you might definitely want to switch over to if you want to stay with Brita, they have the steel Brita.
Okay.
Or you want to just get the Mountain Valley Spring, because even if you have the surgery, you could still get them back again. Once your body's used to getting the fibroids and creating that tissue, the tumors, even if it's a tumor, it's still going to keep creating that.
Okay. Okay.
What else is going on?
I've had stomach issues. I had an acid reflux.
Yeah, I was getting
for quite a while. I was on medication for that, but no longer.
Yeah, so I was going through the body. It was mouth, throat, esophagus, breathing, anxiety, and fibroids is a big deal right now. I don't know if anybody else in here has them or any cysts and fibroids, but just so everybody knows that they are, everyone's like, oh, it's the soy, oh, it's the estrogen in your food, because when you're eating meat and all these things, but it also does come from plastic.
Okay. Okay.
I am getting lots of anxiety. Are you taking anything for the anxiety, like a rescue remedy or a GABA or?
No, I've stopped all herbal products up until the surgery. So I'm not taking any of my herbs that I usually take.
Are you doing 5 minutes meditation or?
No, I should be, but no.
Okay. Is it more the ones that you have, are they leaning on the bladder or on your ovary?
Yes, I think if I'm correct, yes, they're definitely by the ovaries.
Yeah, I'm seeing it around your ovary, and we're going to pray that your ovary's not removed.
Okay, I think he was going to.
I think what they tell me, the guides were just telling me that.
Okay.
So do we have time to all say a prayer? I would like to say a prayer for you.
Thank you.
When I asked the guides about you having children, I was getting that you hadn't.
No children.
But do you want children?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think it'd be nice to say a prayer for you. Okay. Let's all say a prayer. I mean, if we have time.
We have plenty of time. I mean, we're not that much over if everybody doesn't mind.
Okay, so let's rub our hands together and we could put your hands on your root chakra. And I believe by the power of the Holy Spirit and all our angels today, if you accept the energy healing through your body and by the angels, we can help shrink these fibroids and energetically release them out of the body. Do you accept this healing right now?
Yes, I do.
Good. So let's see this leaving Anne's body by the name of the Spirit and the angels. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. We're asking Spirit, we're thanking Spirit. Thank you, God. Bless you, God. We're grateful for you, God. We're grateful for the angels. We see that your uterus completely healed like the day you were born. We see that these energies are completely gone. We're releasing them out of your body. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. We're all sending beautiful energy and healing light to you right now. We're asking the miraculous spirit of our loved one, the energy of Source, the energy of the Holy One. We're sending love and light, beautiful healing to your body right now. We're asking the beautiful divine feminine light to heal your body, to release all anxiety out of your body. We're asking this beautiful energy right now, the grace of the Holy Spirit to heal you instantly. We're asking the beautiful divine feminine energy to go through every part of your body and embrace the energy in your body to make all your internal organs completely healed. We're asking this in the name of Christ's light. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you for coming today.
Thank you.
God bless you.
That was beautiful.
Very beautiful.
I'm going to put you back in, Anne, okay, and unspotlight you. And then I'm going to put us back in the spotlight here so we can make our announcements. I think I can do all of us. Let's see. Where'd Cheryl go?
I'm here.
I know, I can't find you. I'm like, where'd she go? There we go. Hi.
Hi.
That was beautiful, Kimberly.
Yeah.
I get the best vibration, energy, love when I'm watching you work and tuning in to help lift the energy with you. It just feels so great. And I just wanted to, thank everybody for coming. I put some links in here for all of us. And our next event, will be on Thursday, August 12th at 4 p.m. And that's Pacific Daylight Time, so 7 p.m. on the East Coast. And there's a link in there if you would like to purchase tickets. And the tickets are going to be $22 this time. We thought we would make them more affordable for everybody. And we do appreciate you all coming today. Thank all your loved ones for coming. I don't know, Cheryl, if you want to say like a little closing thing. You're so good at words.
Well, Kimberly's healing ending was just perfect.
Amazing, right?
Really, I think for everyone just to keep in mind, I mean, we all started this event with an open mind and open heart with that beautiful green light. So that's fine. So that beautiful green light, I would just say, breathe that in, you know, breathe that in, just take a moment and breathe more green light in for yourself, that beautiful healing light. And once again, we just send that beautiful green healing light out into the planet, out into the world, to have it go where it's most appropriately needed, to help and honor and just to aid anyone who's asking for help. And knowing that even people who don't pray for themselves, that someone is praying for them and they're hearing your prayers. So thank you all for praying for your loved ones tonight, because they are hearing it loud and clearly. So thank you all for coming.
Thank you all, everybody. Have a great night. And hopefully we'll see you guys at our next event or at another event or something. We appreciate you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Bless you.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Take care.
Oh, and this is recorded, so I don't know how you guys feel about the recording, but if it's okay with Cheryl, Kat, and Kimberly, I can send it out to everybody.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
So you guys can have a copy of this, but it's just for your personal use, not to share on social media or in the internet or anywhere. Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a wonderful evening.
God bless.
Bye. Say goodbye to everybody. So if you guys want to go off, we can go off now. I can end it. I just like want to say goodbye to almost everybody. Just like wave.
Thank you, Kelley. Bye.
All right. Bye, you guys. I'm going to end it now.